Dobry jutro.
Quoi?
J'irai dormir chez vous.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
So meinst du?
Die arbeitet, ja, und das symbolisiert Ostern, also Ostereier. Und ja, es gibt da ganze
That's why this guy is very important. This monastery called 2 out of 3 most important Orthodox relics in the world. One, the part of the Holy Cross where this Christ was crucified.
Znasz to też masz. Jest, tak jest rady, ale bardzo zaraz.
Ovdje meni isto brata Zeki, isto mala 15 godina. To dole djela si radi.
Can you rate his car 1 out of 10?
Dobro jutro.
Tamo je pržilo sunce na ono ulivači. Je paracetamol.
Total Hawk's wisdom is that every guy can speak 8 languages and he was told that some guy who managed to wrote about that love between him and some girl.
Harry,
Quoi?
j'irai dormir chez vous.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
qualcosa così. Dan hoorde de maat.
Ich habe gefragt, der Mann, der hier arbeitet, ja, und das symbolisiert Ostern, also Ostereier. Und ja, es gibt da ganze
That's why this guy is very important. This monastery called 2 out of 3 most important Orthodox relics in the world. One, the part of the Holy Cross where Jesus Christ was crucified. Two, the candles on the Baptist. They are in the coffin together with Saint Peter of Cetinje. Saint Peter of Cetinje was Montenegrin ruler before the guy who is buried on the top of the mountain. You can go inside to see this coffin, to see the can, to see the particle of the Holy Cross. And this monastery was ruined 3 times by the Ottomans. 3 times Montenegro rebuilt. Also here we used to have prison cells. Here was the main guy military was in front. This here, this round thing is called Montenegrin Guvna. This is where Montenegrin rulers will meet and discuss about things, how to resolve the problems. And in every Montenegrin village, we have a the order of annotation cross. Theirs, and then became part of the manner of their they were fleeing from communists 5 years ago, and they give it to the Serbian royal army, Serbian royal family. It was in Belgrade. Then they were running from communists in the Second World War. And then they give it here.
Kako je